to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin, and we're talking golf balls today. The first 5-layer golf ball out on the market. I'm joined by Eric Lober, Senior Development Engineer with TaylorMade. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, welcome to TaylorMade.
And the Penta is a totally new generation of golf ball, 5 layers. What does that translate to?
Wow, well, it is the first 5-piece golf ball for the tour, and really what we've done with this golf ball is taken the positive characteristics of all the golf balls out there, tour caliber golf balls, and taken each good characteristic of each and tried to apply them to the Penta golf ball. What does that mean? Well, what we've heard on tour is the TP Black is really, really good off the driver. It's long, and then around the green on the 15, 30-yard type of shots, it really chucks up really nice.
Okay.
The TP Red, which is Sergio's golf ball,
Which is the ball I've played for a number of years.
yeah, great golf ball. Sergio really likes that golf ball because it helps him control spin into the green. It doesn't generate too much spin. When these tour players, when they strike the ball, they have a downward angle of attack.
Right.
They generate a lot of spin. And the last thing the tour player wants that ball to do is to balloon, especially into the wind, because the ball's going to come up short, and then hit the green and then pull back. They want that ball to hit and stop. So that's really why Sergio loves the TP Red. And in fact, when we went out and tested with him, he didn't even want to test a new golf ball. He's so happy with the TP Red.
Right.
So we had to convince him.
When you talk about golf ball development, golf ball technology, really it starts at the core and you build out from there.
That's correct. And you know, getting back to the 5-piece golf ball, what we did is we started with the core, and we lowered the core compression and built up 4 extra layers, or 4 layers on top of that, really designed to optimize spin on each type of shot. When you think about golf, there's basically 5 shots. There's the off the tee driver. You have your long irons, your mid irons, your wedges, and then putting and field. And what we did is we designed each layer, taking into consideration those types of shots and what the players want from each type of shot. So what we did, really, if you think about it, 15, 30 yards out from the green, what player doesn't want more spin?
Right.
It's not a full shot. They're not generating too much spin. Right?
They just want to carry the ball and have it stop, land softly, and preferably stop.
Preferably stop. So that's how we approached Sergio. We started talking to him about this new product and said, the only thing you're going to change is that check spin around the green. If you look at this golf ball, and what we did is we basically made the cover layer softer.
Okay.
And what that does is on that shot, check shot, 30 yards and run 30, 40 yards, makes it want to check up.
Right.
Softer cover means more spin, right?
Yeah, and it's not going to just hit like a thud and roll like a rock.
Exactly. Now, we can make a 3-piece ball check around the green. It's a pretty easy thing to do.
Okay.
Make the cover softer. But the problem with doing that is you're going to increase spin on every other shot. So you get that 30-yard spin, unfortunately on your wedge shots and your full iron shots and your driver shots, you're going to increase spin there as well.
And for a lot of players, increased spin is not necessarily a good thing.
Not good, especially off the tee, because then you're going to lose distance. And so what we did was we added that additional layer. And we call it NIM, and it's the innermost, it's the core and then the innermost layer, and it's a material that we developed here in R&D. We've been working on for more than 5 years, and it's something new to the industry.
Okay.
And what that layer has allowed us to do is to drop the core compression to one of the softest cores we've ever made here at TaylorMade. And what that does is those 2 layers help us control spin.
Okay.
When you get out 100 yards and past.
So it basically plays like a softball when you want it to be soft for the short shots, plays like a long ball when you're hitting off the tee and hitting the longer shots.
Exactly.
Now I know from experience, these were introduced to us in the media back in August, and went and played in the desert with my wife, and actually saw her use one of these Penta balls, longer distance, and yet spinning the ball on the greens, and these were hard, baked out summer desert greens. That's not unusual, is it?
No, that's exactly what the tour players are saying. They're seeing that ball check, and obviously when we make samples, we give them to the better players here at TaylorMade, and they're saying the same thing. I haven't heard one negative comment.
Well, and you talk about Sergio going out for 9 holes. A lot of players didn't need 9 holes to make a decision, did they?
No.
They were basically buying into, I want this in my bag after a hole or two. They could tell right away.
Yeah, they could tell right away. It does take time, though, to feel comfortable moving into a new product. I mean, the golf ball needs to perform not just on wedge shots, but it needs to perform out of the sand. It needs to perform off the tee. So players saw the advantage after 1 to 2 holes, but to really get confident that the product was going to perform on every shot possible, it takes a little bit of time.
If people want more information on the Penta ball and all the technology behind it, where can they get that?
You can get that information at tailormadegolf.com.
All right, well, Eric, thanks for the time.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Eric Loper for joining us here in the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to bring you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.